This is Ryan Elliott for ID Boxing. With me, Tunde Ajayi. Tunde, job done for Anthony Yarde. Let's come on to his performance firstly. A professional job ahead of a monster fight.
You see the you see the jab, John? It's too fast, bro. Sorry. Thank you. Yeah. I'm just elated, and when you work so hard, I don't do too much smiling before the bell. After the bell, you get that kind of like euphoria, and I'm very excited. I'm very happy for Anthony.
When I spoke to you on Thursday, you told me that you personally, as a trainer, this is probably the most focused you've ever been on a fight. You're keen not to touch too much on Beterbiev. Was that mirrored in what you saw from Anthony in preparation for this?
Absolutely. I think Ant could have done it in the second round, but I did say 1, 2, or 3. I actually said to Anthony's mum, third round, 2 days ago. And that's not even really looking or paying no attention. Just based on what I see, Anthony was so fast tonight. He literally was so relaxed. I want to watch it back on tape because, you always get a different view. It's like you're watching two different things when you watch it on TV and then you watch it from the corner in real time. And so I want to see it. I did see a shot where if the guy threw like a right hand, and Anthony was already over the other side of the ring. It's like he was so fast. So I want to watch it. I'm very, very interested to see how it looks so I can give another assessment.
The Beterbiev fight has been announced. I wanted to start on a personal note. From the humble beginnings you and Anthony started from together to now competing for the unified light heavyweight championship must give you immense personal pride.
Man, listen, man, tears can literally come to my eyes because I always knew that we would be in this position. I always knew that Anthony will fulfill a dream and challenge and win world titles in the light heavyweight division. But the road is not easy. The road's not easy. So it's a journey where you get tested. And I'm happy that after all the work, after all the disappointment, after all the joy, we've had more joy than disappointment. He finally has another chance to. Well, it's the first time he'll be fighting for 3 belts. This is something that doesn't happen. It don't happen every day. Yeah, and the fact that it's that payback because we went to Russia. Now Russian fighter is coming to London, so it's just great, and I'm so happy.
He was so close against Kovalev. How different is the Anthony Yarde going into the Beterbiev fight than the Anthony Yarde we saw that night?
Well, they're two different fighters, for starters. But it's like I said, the only thing you cannot buy, teach, or borrow is experience. And what an experience it was for us in Russia. We were a young team. I built a young team. In terms of experience. Only last year did I bring in someone who's been in the game before me. But other than that, Coach Ade, I used to train Coach Ade as a personal trainer. We beat us. This is a solid team from the floor. No Olympic pedigree or amateur, but we're just a young group of men who have a dream, and this is why I coined the phrase "dream it, believe it, become it." Because if you want something bad enough and you're willing to work hard enough, Anthony Yarde is showing you it's possible.
Under Artur Beterbiev, I heard you say it over there and I found it quite interesting. We always talk about the power of Beterbiev, but a phenomenal boxer as well. How does Anthony Yarde go about, asserting his power and asserting himself in the fight without seeing what we saw against Joe Smith Jr., for example?
Yeah, well, Anthony Yarde is a boxer that only a few people have seen levels. Anthony Yarde, and I said, Govostik, the former Olympic gold medalist and WBC light heavyweight champion, said that Beterbiev is an overrated puncher and an underrated boxer. So I'm not going in there, or we're not going there with one game plan. We don't fight like that. We're not going in there and start swinging and just hoping for the best. At elite level, from what I can see and what I have seen, you have to have everything. You have to be able to box. You have to be able to bang. And Anthony Yarde can do all of them.
this fight has landed in England. He's not going to have to travel. We spoke about that on Thursday. What would your message be to the British fans ahead of this fight?
Get behind Anthony. He's a wonderful human being. His energy is so pure, you know, and that's why so many people are attracted to him. I've been saying it for years. You know, a young man whose wisdom really belies his age. He's very wise for a young man. And I feel that, you know, Frank Warren, God bless him, because the first time round, we couldn't really do nothing. But Anthony, again, has worked his way into this position. And with Frank Warren's help, he's given us home advantages. And it means a lot. Home advantage means a lot. It's an opportunity for people that Anthony grew up with, people that Anthony knows, to come and support him. And the general British boxing fans are the best boxing fans in the world. And I feel that if we can get these tickets sold straight away, they move it to a bigger venue. Because Wembley Oval Arena, I think it's called, that's sold out. This event is sold out within a week. So maybe Frank might reconsider. But it's cool. It's this. We are again. Look at the serendipity in this. We're going back to the very place where Anthony had his professional debut. First on the bill. Anthony was first on the bill. Imagine that. No crowd, nothing, no one was in there. There was like 3 people in the event. Same when we went to when we fought on Canelo Alvarez's Liam Smith card. Nobody was in the stadium. And now Anthony tops the bill in the same place he made his professional debut, fighting for the unified light heavyweight title. Stuff dreams are made of.
Just a couple more. When you visualise that fight on January 28th, how do you see it ending?
Tune into BT Sports. I ain't talking this time. I've learnt my lesson. You know, don't talk about it, be about it. Because talk don't win fights. You know, and so all I can say is that we are going to do our absolute best. We're going to be ready. And I'm sure Artur Beterbiev is going to be ready as well. But my job is Anthony Yarde, and we'll wait and see. But please, everyone, I implore you, the British fans, get behind your man, because it's going to be a fantastic night.
Last thing I wanted to ask you about, I saw some old footage of a certain Adam Azim doing the rounds on social media the other day, on pads with Mr. Tunde Ajayi. What do you make of Adam's development, what we're seeing from him now, all those years ago to now?
Well, a lot of people don't know. His dad used to bring them down from Southall. I trained them from 7 years old, Adam and Hassan. And it's funny because Hassan, they didn't want him to box professionally. They said he wasn't gonna, you know, he ain't. And I begged the dad. I said, just be patient. You know, let the two of them turn pro together. And I always knew Adam was a special kid. And I wish him nothing but the best. I wish his father, who, again, like myself, has had to stay focused when all around him is telling him do this, telling him do that. But he has a dream. And I credit Adam's dad because he's followed that dream to the T. And it's so wonderful to see a young man living it, because Adam loves boxing. A lot of people, I don't think people realise how much he loves boxing. He will sit in his room and watch boxing from morning to night. And I thank God that he's doing well, and just keep it up, Adam. Keep it up. That's a message from me.
Tunde, thank you as always, speaking ID boxing, and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tunde.
Yes, who's next?